What's going on, family?
Hi.
Maybe you're not in a relationship. Well, if you ever have the intention of getting into a relationship, then this is a super important video for you. And whether or not you think, well, I'm never getting into a relationship, I'm waiting for the new world. I've had so many people say that to us.
And then a year later, they're getting married.
They're getting married.
We're in
So
love.
it's good to learn this stuff, whether or not. And that's why I used to think, I'm like, oh, I don't want kids. So I don't need to watch an article. I don't need to read anything that has to do with children. But then we're like, okay, but what if we have children? I should probably read this. So whether or not that's your situation and your circumstances, it's always good for you to cover your grounds. And so that way you can get a better understanding for yourself in the future. Or maybe you could even help somebody else or point them in the direction of watching Ryan and Monica TV to take their life to the next level. But if you want to create polarity in your relationship, if you want that intense attraction to your man, then you must allow him to step into his masculine core. Polarity just means opposite. So as a woman, you want to be as feminine as possible. And feminine is what?
Feminine?
Mm-hmm.
It's just being free and girly.
Free and
not
flowy.
caring about anything. And I'm just in love.
Just being silly and happy like when you were a little girl.
And smiling all
No
the time.
worry. It's when you feel safe, when you feel, just free. And a man is like, I make decisions. I know what I need to do. I can step into it. I can make it happen. I can create certainty in just seconds. That's that masculinity. And so when you're masculine and he's masculine, there's no attraction because there's no polarity. When he's feminine, you're feminine, there's no polarity. So we all step into it, and women will step into a masculine, core when they have to, make decisions, or they're a single mother and they have to step up for their children. But, in different situations, men will be, feminine. When men are dancing and they're being all flowy, that's so feminine. And it's not like saying like it's girly, like I can be feminine, I can be masculine. Both of them have, both men and women have the ability to step into each one. But at the core, it's when the core of a woman is feminine and the core of a man is masculine, no matter what it may be. They could be raised by women and they were taught to be feminine, but their core is masculine. And sometimes it just takes the right type of woman to bring that out of him and let him know, hey, I can be that masculine man.
Or you could be raised by a single mother
100%.
and be very masculine because she had to take the lead, and then that's all you know.
Right.
Like, I don't need a man to do this. I don't need a man to do this for me. I can do it on my own.
Yep.
But deep down inside, you're feminine.
Right. Or when a terrible line, and you might not agree with this, but one of the worst lines in history is when a mother or a father would tell their daughter, don't ever rely. Yeah. You say it.
Don't ever depend on a guy,
right,
on a man to do anything.
Right.
Like, you don't need them.
Financially, stability, anything.
And,
never depend on
it was
men.
just to protect them in the way, and to protect them themselves from what they're telling you. That I don't need anybody, because they were probably hurt, being in love or something. So that was their whole reasoning. Like, I don't need a guy to be financially stable, or to be this way, or to be free, or whatever it is. And that's what they told their children. And it's wrong, because you raise a child making them believe that it's okay to be masculine when you're really feminine. But that was just a protection. I mean, we do it a lot. My mother did it with us because she had to raise us a single mother. But she really, truly, down inside, she's
She's super
so
feminine. But she had to step up into a masculine in order to make decisions for the family. She had to be a mother and a father. She had to, make quick decisions. She couldn't be all flowy and happy and silly and all that kind of stuff. In order for her to raise amazing children, she had to step into that.
She doesn't have any
those major responsibilities anymore.
She's super feminine, but she was so masculine too. And she was like growing up. She was like, I was scared of my mom. I was scared of her. She had to take action. She was like, don't disrespect me like a guy, I'm like, I don't need a dad. She's doing it just fine.
But you can see when a parent says, don't ever depend on a man, and then a woman gets into a relationship, she's been taught her whole life, or she's been conditioned, hey, I should never rely on a man. So while I'm in a relationship, while I'm getting married, I have to always think, okay, well, if he dies, or if we get a divorce or we break up or we split up, what can I do? And I have to think of my exit strategy. I have to think about what I can do to make sure I have my financial stability. And it's great to prepare, but at the end of the day, when you're not depending on a man, how does it make you feel? You want to feel what when you're with a man? That he can take care of
me, yeah.
That he can be your rock, that he can take care of everything, that he can be the person that can step up. He can be the one that can make the decisions for the family. That's why, if you live by the Bible, God says that the man's the head and she's the one who's in submission. That's feminine and that's masculine, just another way to put it. Because he's the one that makes decisions, that knows what to happen, that knows what to do. He creates a certainty when there is none. That's a man at his core, at his masculine. Because the first thing that you have to do if you want to take your relationship to another level is understand each other's fundamental needs. So when you have that level of polarity, in this video we just want to talk about polarity and the masculine and feminine. When you have that kind of polarity, you can see why you're so attracted. And that's why you'll see relationships where, and I know you said it, don't lie, where you said, man, she's too pretty for him, or he's way too good looking for her. How did she get him? How did he get her? Well, the way they got him was because they had the polarity. Whether he's good looking and she's not, or she is, or he isn't, whatever the case, whether you're attracted to that person physically, whether you think they're ugly or pretty, or I think everyone's gorgeous, really. Guys, I think everyone just is beautiful. But whether you think that they're beautiful or not, you're physically attracted. If you're around somebody, and I'm a man and I'm around a super feminine woman and super feminine, and I'm in my pure masculine, if I'm acting masculine, whether or not, I think she's physically attractive, I will be attracted to her because there's that polarity. If a woman is around a masculine man and she is in her pure feminine, she will be attracted to him whether or not he's physically good looking.
I think that explains, and I'm not saying that it's okay for the guys to do it, but I think that's what explains when a guy my husband might be with me and a pretty feminine, like you could feel her energy, right. Woman passes by and he goes, it's not that he's like, oh my gosh,
feel that energy.
I love the way she looks. It's just her energy. Right. She's so feminine.
She's happy.
It's like
she's silly,
walking
she's,
and it's the energy that you bring. Is not guys love when women are just happy and smiling, right. And it's not that, oh my gosh, he just looked at her. Right. It's fine. Guys look, okay. Guys look,
right.
and I'm
not gonna accept that, the better.
And I'm not gonna.
What's the difference between looking and staring?
And I'm not gonna feel threatened. It's like she's beautiful. She has a nice presence. Like you could feel that she's so happy and stuff. Yeah. But that's why a lot of times guys look because maybe you're not as feminine as you should be, right. Because you're still being that masculine because then maybe that's how you were raised, or living in this world makes you like I have to be some kind masculine, but when you get home to your husband you have to be your feminine self because that's what they're attracted to.
You can be masculine at your job. If you're a manager, and you have to be masculine.
Yeah.
If you're a lawyer, you have to be masculine. But if you're putting somebody on the stand all day and then you take that home and now you put your husband on the stand, how do you think that's going to make him feel? That's why when you get into an argument and she shuts down and she's like, no, you never do that. No, you never do that. And you're like fighting back and forth and like that's masculine over masculine. That's like to the core. That's why your man is like, oh, I don't want to, even though my wife's beautiful, she's so ugly right now because you're not,
and then you don't
feel that polarity and you're like, oh, he's so ugly. Variety, vice versa.
And it's funny because after arguing and you being masculine to each other, what happens? The woman starts crying.
Right.
I start crying.
And then that's
when he feels bad. And then because I gave up. Like I don't need to be fighting anymore. And then I start crying and then he's like, oh babe, it's okay because now you're attracted to me because now I'm crying and I'm being more like calm instead of going back and forth with him. But that's that's how we're supposed to be at a different level. It's not supposed to be both the same because we're gonna clash and we're not gonna resolve.
You'll always clash. If she's masculine, you're masculine, you'll clash. If you're feminine, she's feminine, you'll clash. You need to step into your core, into your role, 100%. Mm-hmm. And that's why, like I told my wife once we learned this, I was like, oh man, that's why I love you. I think you're so beautiful, so sexy, so attractive in the morning. And she's like, no, I'm so ugly in the morning. And I'm like, no, you're so I'm like so madly in love with you. Most I feel like when I just wake up, because my wife is super innocent. Super.
That means that I'm not.
No, but like she has this innocent face and she's super feminine. She's like, hi, how are you? And she's like so like just flowy and naturally and happy. And she's like, let's cuddle, let's hug, let's kiss, let's, everything. And I'm just so attracted to that. And then, when she gets serious, I'm like, all right, not attractive. When she's not serious, I'm super attractive. And I can feel that. And then it all made sense. I'm like, that's why you're so sexy in the morning. Because it's that pure polarity. So if you're a woman, what could you do to step into your feminine? That's why you're like, oh, why do men watch pornography? Why do men look at other women? The reason being is because it's not all the other things that you think. It's not. Men are attracted to happy women. That's just the reality. So they'll look at a cover of a woman in a bikini. Whether she's wearing a bikini, she has a nice flowy dress and she's showing skin, she's not showing skin, whatever the case may be, men are attracted to a beautiful smile. Men are attracted to somebody who is radiating joy, radiating love, radiating, happiness. And when you're having a mean mug, hi, how are you? How was your day? Blah, blah, blah. Like all day, he can't get attracted to that because that's not feminine at all. That's why men love doing those kind of things behind your back, because he doesn't get that from you.
They don't love, that's why they do those things.
Right. But I mean, like it appears that they're more into that than they're into you. Because they have the certainty, oh, well, this woman's happy, or they look happy anyway. Not that they're necessarily happy, but they look happy on the magazine cover or whatever, but you don't. So smile more, laugh more, joke more. As a man, step into your role, make decisions. Don't say, well, what do you think, honey? I don't know, what do you think? Your woman's not going to be attracted to that. They want you to take them into consideration.
But that's why...
Hey, baby, what do you think about this? I don't know, of course, but at the end of the day, you got to let her know, look, I'm making the decisions. And your woman got to be okay with that.
But that's why it's important for these videos, because it's important to follow the other ones that we just did, because a woman's only going to be truly happy and it's going to be radiating like all the time. Like I'm always smiling and it's not that I'm faking it. I'm just always happy. I'm truly happy and I love our relationship. That made it even better. Like that's like everything that you need in life to have a great relationship, an amazing relationship. And but that's why you need to follow them, because the videos we did before, because if you do all those things, your woman will be happy. She will be radiant. She will be, and you won't need to look anywhere else. Like, and it's normal if you do, but you're so into your girl that nothing matters, and we're gonna feel that. We're gonna feel seen. We're gonna feel understood. 100%. We're gonna feel safe. That we're gonna be just so happy, and it's just gonna show. But everything goes together. It can't be like you have to be happy all the time, and I'll be fine with that. You have to do your part too. I have to do my part. It has to be together, and then it'll flow.
And when you unleash her femininity, when you unleash his masculinity, you'll see a new connection that you've never seen before. A man who is connected to his masculine core, he knows who he is, what he wants, and he knows where he's going. And when that energy meets his feminine counterpart, when that masculine energy meets his feminine partner, his wife, his love, his everything, that passion and intimacy is literally off the charts. So hopefully, family, you guys learned a lot about polarity, a lot about masculinity, a lot about the feminine energy. And once you incorporate this, family, I'm telling you, you'll understand so much, but you'll take your marriage, your relationship to a whole nother level, literally off the charts. So hopefully, family, you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't already done so, be sure to
subscribe
and share this with somebody you think that needs to hear it, whether in a relationship, your spouse, your friend, your family, anybody you know, because I can promise you everyone can benefit.
You didn't say give it a thumbs up.
Oh yeah, and if you enjoyed this, please give us a thumbs up. It reassures us that you really enjoyed it. Yeah. Down it, then thumb it. No, don't down it. Unless you did like it. All right, family, we love you guys.
Bye.